Hello everybody, I hope you're well. Today's video is from the Modern Aikidoist podcast channel, and in it Tristan breaks down and analyses a wonderful Randoori session from the great Gozo Shioda. Now I'm just preempting some of the comments that we're almost definitely going to get. Randoori is an exercise, it's a training drill. It isn't a street fight, so yes, even though there's multiple attackers, there is an element of safety built into it, and it is a drill, it is a sequence. However, watch his decision making, watch his athleticism, his timing, it's superb. Now please support the Modern Aikidoist podcast in any way you can. It's available by all the normal podcast channels. He's also got a YouTube channel as well. It's a great listen, it's very well considered, very well written. Enjoy the video.
Welcome to Modern Aikidoist Podcast. Today I'm doing a technical breakdown of Randoori by Gozo Shioda. This footage comes from a compilation on YouTube named The Very Best of Gozo Shioda. The video itself includes techniques against a single uke and some futari waza, which is multiple ukes grabbing nage. The focus of this technical breakdown is on the Randoori portion, so those portions have been removed. Gozo Shioda has a reputation as a powerful aikidoka with very strong practical skills. A popular story is that during the time Shioda was an uchideshi, or live-in student of O-sensei, at night he would sneak into town and get into fights to test his aikido. We can see the telltale signs of someone who has used his techniques to handle real violence. Take note of Shioda's explosive and sudden movements. When he sees the need to move, there's no hesitation. His moves are decisive and powerful. Also notice he never lets ukes take control of the space. He goes in to meet them and is usually attacking before they have the chance to choose their own attack. This is a splendid example of Shodo Osezu, or control the first move. Also take notice his vision, how he keeps full awareness of where all ukes are, even those who are behind him momentarily. It is clear he has a comfortable subset of techniques he prefers using in fast, high-intensity situations. A martial artist like this knows that success isn't determined by the number of techniques you know, but how skilled you are with a few which are reliable and powerful. Movement and maneuvering are key fundamentals of all combat and warfare. Another fundamental is initiative, and few are as skilled at seizing initiative as Gozo Shioda. It is also apparent that he is unusually strong for someone of his small stature, and is not afraid to use some strength when needed. Here Shioda throws 3 ukes and sees another coming and immediately turns to go after him. Now he re-engages with the other 3 who are coming. Let's watch that again. Now notice when he goes after the 1 uke, he creates more distance from the original 3. This buys him time, gets a separation, and keeps him from getting overwhelmed. Notice here as Shioda drops and comes back up, he initially stays outside the group, which is a safe place, and then goes in the middle. I found this to be a dangerous place to be when a group. But notice how Shioda keeps going forward and goes out of the center to come to the outside of the group of ukes. Here we see Shioda use 2 tools primarily, the shomanate right there and the drop right there. He seems to use these tools a lot and obviously trusts them quite a bit. When there's any opening up the center line, that hand comes into uke's chin and he takes him backwards, right there. You can see how powerful this is, and he's clearly very comfortable with it. Here we see him dropping his weight and bending over to get underneath uke's energy coming in. This is a high-risk maneuver, but it's clear that Shioda's comfortable with it. The 2 main risks of this maneuver are that it's high energy. It takes a lot of energy to go down to the ground and come back up. Shioda clearly has the athletics to go down and come up repeatedly, and do so without hesitating. The other risk is that if uke drops on him, like in a grappling situation, he could be caught underneath and not be able to get back up. Watch as Shioda does this repeatedly. If he misses timing at all, even by a little bit, or underestimates the momentum that uke has coming in, he could wind up being on the ground with uke piled on top of him. Here his timing is impeccable, and his estimation of uke's incoming energy is right on the money. I think from here he's done that drop and bend over enough. He may be getting tired, so now he's going right back to shomanate. Takes a lot less energy, still has to have good timing, and now he goes back to dropping, kind of working his tools back and forth as he's working with these ukes. Here's where I notice I think his ukes might start giving him a break. Notice how he could have fallen on Shioda there, but he didn't. And they're starting to kind of lighten up just a little bit. We can't be certain what's going through all the Uke's minds at this point, but it kind of looks like Ukes are giving Shioda a bit of a break here from the intensity. They're not giving a full-on grab or fall on him. They're still coming at him pretty fast, but when they get to the point where they see a little gap, they're kind of going a little lighter than usual. We can see here, though, that he's a master at moving and keeping away from the Ukes he just fallen, creating more space, engaging one, then going to the next. His feet are always moving, always getting to a new space. He's always turning and looking around, keeping his eyes looking around and always tracking to the next nearest target. He goes right after him. Here it is one more time at full speed. Now watch these components put together. He's got the drop, he's got the shomanate, he's got the turning, the vision. He's getting from the inside to the outside, constantly looking for the next target. And also look at this athleticism. How many people could keep up with this kind of pace, even for 20, 30 seconds, and he just keeps going and going. His feet are always moving. He's repositioning himself with the group almost every second, getting to a new spot, getting Ukes in each other's way. Really great maneuvering and initiative. Now watch and try to count his attacks. See if you can notice every time that he takes the initiative and intercepts Uke's attacks, whether it's with a shomanate or some other type of technique where he closes the distance faster than they're expecting. It's hard to keep count on how many times he does this. It just does it over and over. It's fantastic. Watch from here how much ground he covers as he sidesteps. A couple of steps and he's covered several feet. And now he comes all the way across the floor. He really controls this space. He's everywhere. He gives these Ukes a lot of challenge to think about. Gozo Shioda is one of my favorite studies of Randoori. There's just so much to like about what he does. His great movement, his great initiative, how he controls the space. He's so assertive. It's really fantastic. A lot of energy. You can see how he's almost bouncing with so much energy that he has to take on his Ukes. And he treats them almost like he's the Uke. He's going after them, not letting them come after him. These films of Shioda's are really treasures. You can see a great talent at work here. There's a great deal we can learn from and adapt into our own Randoori practice here. Thank you, Gozo Shioda. Thank you very much for watching and supporting this podcast. Enjoy your training.